Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast. We talk, you listen. Streaming to the world and beyond, we will talk about all aspects of life. We will host a variety of guests, where each week we will educate, motivate, encourage, and inspire you. Let's get started with your host, Mr. L.A.
Welcome to the Giving a Purpose podcast, where we bridge the highs, the lows, the lessons learned through life's journey, and filling in the gap. You already know what that means, man. New week, new episode, new energy is hosted by your boy, Mr. LA. Yes, we in a new decade for your boy. All right. I know I told y'all last week, but I need y'all to make sure y'all understand. Listen, man, when I'm recording this, it was actually yesterday. Yesterday, your boy, Mr. LA, had a birthday. Yes, man, I just turned 40. I know. I don't look 40, but it is what it is, man. I can't believe it. Yes, man. November 4th, 1981 at 9:43 a.m. Yes, I was born. So yes, I'm in a new decade, man. So, man, this next decade is going to be awesome. Listen, man, I started this podcast and it's growing and it's doing things. So in the next decade, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go to number one. We want to be the number one overall podcast, and we want to sustain it. All right. It's one thing to get there, but it's another to sustain and maintain at that level. And that's what we want to do. That's what we're about. All right. So we want to make sure we do that. So let's get a couple of things out of the way, man. Listen, if this is your first time ever watching the Giving a Purpose podcast, you see that down there on that side? Subscribe. Once you subscribe, also hit that bell button so you get the alerts. So every Monday, that is, a new fresh weekly episode will come out and you'll get it. So, man, I am so elated to be in a new era of my life. Some of it, you know, I've been hearing all the jokes this week, man. Oh, man, you're old. Oh, man, you're over the hill. No, this is just something new and exciting, and I'm taking it head on. And what God has for me, it is for me in this next decade. So that's how I'm taking it, and that's how I am going to accomplish everything. But what I realized one time and in the last decade is to go to the next level, and what I need to do in this next decade to get to the next level, I can't pay the same price, right? So what I mean by that is the price you paid to get to the last level, the price is going to go up. See, there's things called inflation. There's opportunity costs. There are your time that you put in it and your effort. So if you think you can use the same effort, the same amount, let's use it if we're using money, that you used last time to get to the next level, you're thinking wrong. It's just getting deeper. Listen, I realized something, that because we're so, now I don't want to say we, I'll use me. I'm sorry. Let me use me as an example. Listen, I used to be the king of procrastinating. It's something about sometimes when that pressure is on, man, I'm going to get it done. All right. It's just, it developed into a blessing and a curse. Like sometimes it put the fire under me to get things done, but then it also put me in moments where I didn't know what to do and I didn't get it done. But like I said, at one time I was the king of procrastination, and I had a teacher who told me, or I'm sorry, let me back up. I had a professor who told me in college that procrastination is the greatest thief of time. And as I get older, I know that time is my greatest asset. But that also lets me know that the little bit of time that I think that I put into, let's say, this podcast, I got to put a little bit more time into it. The cost is going up because I need to maintain it. You know, I often think about LeBron, great athlete, man, in year 17, 18, still at a high level. But the cost of him maintaining the level that he's at cost him about $1.2 million to maintain his body so that he can still play later in his years in age at a certain level where he is not just competitive, but he can beat the competition. Because there's new players being drafted every year, but he has to pay the cost to be the boss and to maintain and go to the next level. All right. There is a maintenance of GOAT status that he is trying to achieve and doing a fine job. So I need you guys to understand and know and believe that the price is right when you go to the next level. And when you go to the next level, that price is going to cost you. It may cost you a little bit more effort. But I know in the big scheme of things, once you, depending on what your goal is. So my goal in life is, one of my biggest goals is to create enough income where I can get my time back. All right. I want to go to games. I want to be able to take a vacation when I want to. I want to be able to be on a schedule where I can work out in the morning and I can do certain things. The crazy thing about it is, believe it or not, when I was home teaching, I accomplished more things than I did going into a building. And what I'm trying to do is get my time back and travel to that building, my time in that building, but I can do and create the same results, not necessarily from home, but where I don't have to give up that much time. All right. So, but that costs me not necessarily all the time longer hours, but a specific amount of hours on a specific thing. If I want this, so for example, once again, if I want this podcast to grow, to be number one, I have to put specific time. The other cost is specific people. So that those people are using their time. And once I get that team, I also have to pay them. So that's another cost. But it's to get to the next level where I can eventually get my time back. The cost that I'm paying forward will allow me to get my time and create enough generational wealth where I'm not doing the 9-to-5 mindset anymore. I'm not trading my time for income. But with my gifts and talents, I can buy back my time. Not that it extends my life, because we know not the day nor the hour, right? But it is to make a better quality of life, a better use of my time, where I feel that I'm more productive. Like when I get into a mindset of where I'm just creative and things are coming, I know that I'm working in my gift. And that's the lane, and that's the place I want to stay in. I want to stay in a place where my gift makes room for me, where I'm in a creative state. But it's sometimes going to the 9-to-5 and trying to figure out different things where it really doesn't even matter, bogs my mind and clogs my mind and keeps me away from being a creative person. Listen, we are children of the Creator. So we all have that piece. We were made in His like and His image. So we all have a piece of creativity in us. But we have to allow it to flourish. We have to allow it to grow. But we're so distracted by so many other things that take up our time. Listen, to be honest with you, I'm not built to trade in my time for income. I'm more creative. The times that I think about when I was more creative and I had a good sense of self and a joy is when I didn't have to punch in the clock. When I was a personal trainer, I created my schedule. So I woke up when I wanted to. And then there's a difference when you're waking up doing something that you were created to do, or doing something that you love to do. I was very seldomly tired. Now let's get it wrong. There was some early days when I was doing the beach workouts and I had to get up at like 3. Yes, I would come take a nap. Yes, I was tired, but it wasn't like that drain. There's a difference between when you're just sleepy and that draining tiredness, that no matter how much you sleep, you never catch up. That is the worst. And like I said, I love education. I love teaching. I love that part of the giving back. But I promise you, my day was more productive when I didn't have to travel to a building to create the same education. Now, yes, there was a big thing. A lot of the kids aren't getting the information, them being at home. But like I said, for me, I was more productive, man. I was waking up. I had time to go to the gym, come back, take a shower, eat breakfast. I ate before the gym and I ate after the gym, then come do my lesson, work on my business, then come back, make sure, the kids are good, make sure they understand. And then instead of driving in traffic home, wasting more time, right? I didn't have to worry about that at all because I was already here. And it wasn't that time like, man, I'm in this traffic. Oh, stop and go. All right. I didn't eat out as much, so I'm saving money. I had my stuff at home because I was cooking more. So there were so many benefits to that. So what I come to find out, and I understand that I'm more productive when I'm not trading my time for income. All right. But I know to get to the next level, it's going to cost me something, and it's going to cost a different price than it was at the level before. Level up. The price is right. I need you to level up on your price. Listen, man, I appreciate you guys so much, man. I want to thank everyone who sent me a text, who sent me an email, who gave me a shout out, who hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and let me know happy birthday, man. From the bottom of my heart, it was a great joy. It was a great feeling. I would like to thank Miss Sharita. I'd like to thank Smurf for an excellent day, great dinner, just making sure everything, all the details were there. I appreciate you so much for everything that you have done to make my day special. And I just want everybody to know, man, I really, really appreciate it. But you know what you can do for me for my birthday that I would really love? Remember down there in that corner where I said right there? Subscribe, man. Subscribe. All right. If you're listening to it, if this is just audio for you, man, subscribe on whatever major platform that you listen to this on. Also, man, leave a review. All right. But don't forget, when you subscribe on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button and you also hit that bell button. Listen, we're trying to get as many subscribers as we can. All right. So we can share this great information with everyone. Man, listen, you guys have no idea, right, how humbled I am to be able to come to your houses, to your car every week and, just have that blessing of doing these things. Listen, you guys are really, really, really special. And I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Listen, I'm having a great week, not just because this is my birthday, but I'm just having a great week because I told myself I'm having a great week on purpose. Listen, make sure you guys do what you need to do. Now, if you want to follow your boy, everything down there that you see on the screen is there. Listen, for the Given a Purpose podcast, we do have an IG page. You can go there, let you know when all the new episodes are coming out. It's giving_a_purpose_podcast. So listen, the name was already taken, so I had to think of something creative, and that's what I came up with. Okay? Don't judge me. All right. Also, you see there for the YouTube Given a Purpose podcast. Also, the brand you see over there, Mr. LA. Yes, I have my own IG page for the brand. Listen, if you need me to come speak, if you need me to coach, make sure you hit me up on IG, DM me. You can also, as you've seen before, you can go to my website, www.givingapurposepodcast.com, to reach me as well. If you need to tweet me, whatever, shout out your boy. All my handles are right there at the bottom of the screen. Listen, I love you guys and I appreciate you guys. I need you guys to do one more great thing for me, all right? You know what it is. Make sure you live on purpose and make sure you live in purpose. I will see you guys next week. Peace.
You've been listening to the Giving a Purpose podcast. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Be sure to subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or Google Play to get new, fresh weekly episodes. For more, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.